I didn't see your video yesterday, which means you probably were really busy on Eid and didn't have time or something. You know, it's fine. It's fine. Anyway, Eid was good. I'm technically at work right now because I am working from home, as you can probably tell. Currently, like, a program is running, so I don't really have to do anything. So I'm just sitting here, and I was like, oh, instead of just watching YouTube or whatever, let me do something, record a video so that I can actually upload it on time today. So the day before Eid, I was literally wrapping presents for the kids because I think I explained earlier, instead of giving Eid, I was like, man, I'm gonna make this fun, and I'm gonna turn it into like basically a game or like a challenge that we can all play, because otherwise it's just like, I don't know, what do we do on Eid anyway? We just like sit there, we talk, sometimes we play card games, and then sometimes we go to the park and do some random thing, yeah. This time I was like, okay, no, I'm gonna narrow it down. We're gonna basically take charge. One person selects a gift, they unwrap it, and then the next person goes, and they can either choose a new gift from random or they can steal that gift. But in order to steal that gift, they have to play a game against the person, and the person who has the gift currently chooses the game, and then they have to, like, yeah, basically. It went well. You know, it went pretty well. I think for the first time of us doing it, it was pretty good. Next time when we do it, the only thing that's going to be better is, well, Daniel was like, we need some better gifts for like the mid-level, because we were giving away like toothbrush. There was 3 toothbrushes that were gone. There was those water guns. I don't think it has to be much better than that, because there was 2 £20 notes that were given, so it's like the budget was like 50 quid, right? I guess if you add up all the small gifts, dude, we underestimated how many kids there were. So there was some random additions at the end, right? Some kids who came. In Daniel's room, we found a book, which was like some Islamic quiz book, and then we also had a unopened dehumidifier, and he just gave that as a gift. He put it in like, there was a gift he got recently about like some milk frother or something, right? He took out the milk frother and put those things in there. Yeah, I just thought that was funny. And then, you know what? This little girl, right? She left like an hour after we started playing, and she'd already got the gift, and she left with the gift. Imagine her mum, like, in the car. She's like, "Why do we have a dehumidifier? What's going on?" The main issue was some of the games that I had suggested were taking a little bit too long to do and weren't like fun to watch. The most fun ones we had were like at the beginning. Alian challenged Ibrahim because he wanted the water gun from Ibrahim, and then Ibrahim was like, "Okay, we'll do a bottle flip," and that was really hype because they were in the middle and there was like a small table and they were like flipping it. Yeah, it was like penalties, like you know how like, oh, one of them flips it, but they both got like 5 chances and they do alternating, and that was pretty good. And then there was another one which it was Hassan actually had the £20 note, and Yaqub wanted it, obviously, so he was, and then Hassan was like, "Okay, I challenge you to a general knowledge quiz," and then Daniel was reading out the questions, and then it was like the same thing, like penalties, like one person goes, the other person goes, and obviously Hassan won, but it was pretty fun. And then we did another quiz, which was like a brain rot quiz versus Yahya and Alian, but this one was really scuffed because it's really easy to find like a general knowledge quiz online, like they're everywhere, but to find like a brain rot quiz was very difficult, mainly because some of them are just too easy. Like everyone knows like Sigma and like Skibidi, you know, everyone knows those ones. And then there's also, and then it took some time, but we found one which like we knew some of them, but they were actually getting some of the answers wrong. So then that took time, and then adults wanted to get like pictures and stuff, so that one was really scuffed, and I didn't end up recording all of it. I've recorded like bits of it, but yeah, that was alright. Yeah, the good challenges. One other one was like making a paper airplane and throwing it. Azima got challenged by Ibu, and she chose a paper airplane, and neither of them knew how to make a paper airplane, so they both like folded, and you know how like kids make paper airplanes, they're just like, they have the paper, they make the nose of the airplane, like the triangle, and then they just fold it in half, and then they like fold the wings as squares. They don't fold them as like a arrow. Yeah, they did that, and it was just so scuffed. But it was fun because we got them to line up and then throw it, and it was like best of 3 because they're not flying anywhere, you know. Their paper airplanes are going like 2 meters max, sometimes backwards. So oh, we did like we got in the cups, obviously there's always fizzy drinks on Eid. We opened a brand new bottle of like Coke, poured it in both about the same, and then they just had to finish it. And then once you finish it, you have to put it on your head upside down to show that like it's fully empty. Oh, there was obviously Uno 1v1. That was as you expect. It's not as interesting as people want to see everything that's going on. And if you have like a card game, people aren't as interested. If that makes sense. At the end of the day, everyone was like, "Oh, thank you. That was so fun. We actually hosted something." They were like, "Oh, that was such a good idea, man. That was well done. Thank you for doing it." Yeah, it was good. I got loads and loads of footage, and a lot of it is going to be cut out. But yeah, I don't really know what to do with it because I filmed it in a vertical because I wanted to kind of do it for an Instagram video, but it doesn't really fit with the content I'm making, and it's going to take a really long time to edit everything out and down because I was recording for a long time. You know, I must have maybe over 2 hours of footage, and it's all like cut up and sporadically all over the place. Yeah. What did you guys do on Eid? I managed to get home at like 11:30. That's why another reason why I didn't go into the office was because I was sleepy. And a bad thing about that is that I have not studied in like 2 days. Saturday or Sunday I didn't study, and I didn't study Monday either because that's today, which means that I need to start cracking out again. And that probably means once I stop doing like work, I'm gonna have to like detox from Instagram and social media and just take that week to fully like lock in. Yeah, because I do not feel ready for this exam, which is in about a week now. Well, it's in 10 days. My nose is running so much. I think it's because like meeting everyone at once instead of big gatherings, someone's bound to be like a little bit sick. Or maybe it's because yesterday I didn't take any anti-allergy pills, but I wasn't really sneezing. I had a little bit of runny nose, but not that much. And then today I'm just woken up and I just cannot stop like sneezing and having a runny nose, so it's just really annoying. I wanted to go to the gym today, so I'm gonna go. It's almost 12, which means it's almost lunchtime, so I'm gonna go during then. Hopefully it's not gonna be too bad. I really don't feel like going, but I kind of have to because it's been a few days and I don't want my mental health to completely destroy itself. But apart from that, I gave Hassan his gift, which was I got some paints because he'd been making clay models. I gave him some paint and some what is it called? It's called like gloss or whatever. Wax. I don't know what it is, but it's like wax. You put it on top of the paint after the paint's dried to make it like shiny and to stop it from cracking. Something that's quite, I think, disappointing to me is before I left on Saturday, I was making an Instagram video and I was so done with it. Basically, I made like a script and then what I tried to do was I did the voiceover and then I wanted to film like all of the clips afterwards. But some of the clips had to be me talking to the camera, so I tried to say the exact same line with the exact same timing to make it look like I'm talking continuously. But it's so horrible, and I spent like a good like 2 hours doing it, and I don't want to post it because I didn't fully finish it because I was like, this looks really bad, and two, it looks bad, so I don't want to post it, you know what I mean? And then but I already spent 2-3 hours making it. I don't know what to do. I think I should just scrap it because I don't think it's worthy. But then I feel bad, like I spent time on this and I haven't produced anything. I guess I have produced like knowledge. I understand like that's a dumb idea. Don't do that again. But you might be thinking like, oh, why would I have a voiceover and then pretend to speak the same as it, you know? The main reason is because when I was doing the one of the videos for my channel, I did the sort of thing where I record myself on one phone and then I record my voice on another phone, and I only use the second phone to record my voice, even though I was using the same phone. The audio was very inconsistent between clips, and I don't know why. I think it's because I was recording my voice in different locations, so it sounds slightly different. And I didn't want that feel. I wanted like a continuous voice, but I don't know how people do it, because it seems like, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about, where it's like seamless. Maybe where it's it's a shot of them like talking to the camera, and then it will transition to something that like a B-roll, and then it transition back to them talking to the camera, but like in a different setting. But there won't be any breaks. It won't feel like there's any breaks in the audio quality, or like, anyway, I don't know when I'm gonna have a chance to edit this, but I'm gonna start getting ready to go to the gym now. give me an update on Eid, and I will see you tomorrow.